Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're diving in something a little bit different of the video I normally do because this news is something that it could affect your wallet, your home, and even your investment. So the President Trump just announced a bold plan to buy mortgage bonds to lower interest rates. What does it even mean that? And how could that affect the stock market, the crypto market, and the most important, you? If you want to learn about that, in today's video, I'm going to explain you in simple words what actually that means. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a mortgage bond? Think of it like this. When you get a home loan from a bank, that bank doesn't usually want to hold on to your loan for 30 years. It is a lot of tied up money. So what do? They sell your loan to a company like Fannie Mae, Freddie. This company take thousands of these individual home loans and bundle together and turn it into what they call mortgage-backed securities, which is basically a fancy word for mortgage bond. They then sell all those bonds to all over the world to different investors. Now, here's where the President Trump plans to come in. He's proposing the government become a massive buyer for these mortgage bonds. To understand why this matters for your mortgage rates, we need to talk about supply and demand. Normally, if there are enough investors interested in buying these bonds, the yield, which is essentially the interest paid on the bond, has to go up to attract buyers, and when those bond yields goes up, your mortgage rates got up too. But if the government steps in and buying a whopping 200 billions of these bonds, they're making a huge demand, which when the demand of anything is high, it is price trends to stand strong, and in the case of the bonds, the yield of interest rates can keep lower. And since your mortgage rate is tied up directly to this bonds rate, lower bonds rate means, you guess it, lower mortgage rate for you. So where is the government getting the 200 billion? President Trump specifically said that money is coming from cash reserve from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac themselves. He mentioned that because these entities have been under government conservatorship for so long, they accumulate a fortune in cash, which is pretty much the 200 billion. Now, the money is proposed to be put to work. If this plan rolls out and works as intended, what could it mean for you? Well, experts are estimating that it could shave off anywhere from 0.25% to 0.5% on a 30-year fixed mortgage rate. Now, that may not sound like a lot, but let me tell you, actually, it can add up. For example, on a $400,000 mortgage, a 0.5% drop could save you over $100 per month. That's real money back into your pocket. This could help more people qualify for homes or free up cash up on existing homeowners looking to refinance. Alright, let's talk about the broader financial landscape, like what everybody wants to know. So, how might this affect the stock market? Generally, lower interest rates are seen as a positive for stock market, especially growth stock and housing sectors. Here's why. Boost for housing and related sectors, increasing consumer spending, cheaper borrowing for company, inflation concerns. All this is a boost to put more money into the market. So, do these have any risk? Yes, it does have some risk. If more people can afford homes, the increased demands could actually push the prices even higher, making it harder for some first-time buyers. And what we love in crypto, inflation. I mean, the inflation concerns, it will come, as I mentioned, injecting more and more and more money to the system can carry inflation, as always in the history, as we know. So that's why we just save in Bitcoin, guys, because fiat money is just going to zero. So what are your thoughts on President Trump? Do you think that it will work? Will you be looking to refinance or buy a house or put more money in Bitcoin, as I'm doing and as we or have been doing it? Let me know in the commentaries below, what do you think? And remember, guys, smash that like, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend. I will really appreciate that. And see you next time. Don't forget to save in Bitcoin. Ciao, ciao.